Philadelphia News, team of my heart. Stay tuned for the latest Sixers news and potential trade scenarios that could reshape the team's future. Discover which key forward could be on the move and how these trades could benefit both the Sixers and other teams like the Charlotte Hornets, Houston Rockets, and Brooklyn Nets. This strategic move by Daryl Morey could be a game-changer for our championship aspirations. Don't miss out on this exclusive Sixers news and trade update. Sixers fan, have you been keeping up with the latest Sixers news? It's been an exciting offseason for us, right? With some fantastic roster upgrades, we're gearing up to be a serious contender in the East. Daryl Morey has been working his magic, bringing in big names like Paul George and Andre Drummond. But there's one particular move that might have you wondering about its bigger implications: the re-signing of a forward on a short-term deal. Intrigued? Let's break it down. Imagine you're in the front office, constantly thinking about how to maximize our chances for a championship. You see a talented young forward, who's just 23 and already showing tremendous potential. He's athletic, high energy, and smart on the court, exactly the kind of player you'd want next to our core guys like Joel Embiid and Tyrese Maxey. Morey did just that by re-signing this player to a 2-year, $16 million contract. The catch? It's a balloon deal, which means the salary is higher than the market value to make it an attractive trade chip. Smart move, right? This forward becomes trade eligible on January 15th, opening up some fascinating possibilities. Let's explore 3 teams where he could potentially land, each offering unique benefits for both sides. First up, the Charlotte Hornets. As a rebuilding team, the Hornets are always on the lookout for young, energetic players who can grow with their squad. Picture this forward alongside LaMelo Ball, Brandon Miller, and Miles Bridges. His high IQ and athleticism would make him a perfect fit. For the Sixers, getting someone like Grant Williams, a reliable 37.7% shooter from deep, could be a huge win. We get a seasoned vet to help us push for the title, while the forward gets valuable playing time to develop further. Sounds like a win-win, doesn't it? Next, think about the Houston Rockets. This team could benefit greatly from a tough-minded, athletic player who excels on defense and the boards. He started his career in Houston, and bringing him back could spark some excitement. Imagine him playing next to Jalen Green, providing that extra burst of energy. In return, the Sixers could target someone like Tari Eason, a promising player coming off an injury-shortened season. Or maybe Jae'Sean Tate, who can add versatility to our lineup. Either way, it's a trade that bolsters both teams. Finally, consider the Brooklyn Nets. They're on the brink of a rebuild and need young, dynamic players to help shape their future. Our forward could step in and make an immediate impact. For the Sixers, trading for a player like Dorian Finney-Smith would add even more depth to our roster, strengthening our chances in the playoffs. It's all about strategic moves to keep us ahead of the competition. So, what do you think? These trade options aren't just about moving players around, they're about building a stronger, more competitive Sixers team. And as we keep an eye on the evolving situation, it's clear that Morey's strategic moves are designed to give us the best shot at glory. We've already touched on the potential landing spots for our promising forward, but let's delve deeper into why these moves make sense for both the Sixers and the teams involved. Starting with the Charlotte Hornets, you have to consider their current situation. They're a young team, rebuilding and looking for pieces to complement their core. This forward, with his high energy and athleticism, fits right into their plans. You can imagine him running the floor with LaMelo Ball, catching alley-oops, and hustling on defense. It's not just about the highlight plays, though. His basketball IQ would help elevate the entire team. And for us, snagging a player like Grant Williams means adding a proven shooter who can space the floor and provide veteran leadership. The Hornets get a player who can grow with their young core, and we get someone who can contribute immediately to our title push. It's strategic and mutually beneficial. Next, let's look at the Houston Rockets. Bringing this forward back to Houston could be a game-changer for them. He's already familiar with the city and the organization, which makes the transition smoother. Imagine him paired with Jalen Green. Their combined athleticism and tenacity would be a nightmare for opponents. On defense, he would provide that grit and determination the Rockets need. And for us? Tari Eason is an intriguing option. Despite his recent injuries, his potential is undeniable. A healthy Eason could be a fantastic addition to our bench, giving us that defensive edge. Alternatively, Jae'Sean Tate's versatility would offer us different looks on both ends of the floor. Either way, we strengthen our roster while Houston gets a player ready to contribute right away. Now, let's turn our attention to the Brooklyn Nets. The Nets are in an interesting phase, transitioning from their superstar era to a rebuild mode. They need young talent to develop and build around, and our forward fits the bill perfectly. He would get significant playing time in Brooklyn, allowing him to hone his skills and become a key player for their future. Meanwhile, we could benefit from acquiring Dorian Finney-Smith. His experience and defensive prowess would be invaluable to our playoff run. Adding someone like Finney-Smith to our roster would provide depth and reliability, essential components for a championship contending team. Each of these potential trades isn't just about swapping players, it's about strategic enhancements for both sides. You can see how each scenario provides mutual benefits, aligning with the goals of both the Sixers and the other teams involved. This forward has the potential to make a significant impact wherever he goes, and for us, it's about leveraging his value to further our championship aspirations. The beauty of these moves lies in their flexibility. Morey's strategy with this balloon deal gives us the ability to explore different avenues and find the best possible outcome. Whether it's adding a sharpshooter, a versatile defender, or a high-potential young player, the Sixers are in a prime position to make a smart trade. It's all about staying ahead in the game, making moves that keep us competitive and poised for a deep playoff run. So, keep an eye on this forward and the potential trades that could unfold. These decisions are crucial for our success and could be the difference makers in our quest for the championship. Exciting times are ahead for the Sixers, and you'll want to stay tuned for all the latest Sixers news and trade updates. Let's wrap this up and bring it all together. We've explored the potential landing spots for our forward and how each trade could benefit the Sixers and their respective teams. Now, let's delve even deeper into the specifics of what makes these moves so enticing. For the Charlotte Hornets, adding this forward is a no-brainer. His youth and energy are perfect for a team looking to build around its young stars. Playing alongside LaMelo Ball would not only elevate his game but also add a dynamic element to the Hornets' offense. This forward's ability to play above the rim and his defensive hustle would make an immediate impact. Plus, the opportunity for him to develop with consistent playing time is invaluable. On the flip side, acquiring a veteran like Grant Williams provides us with a sharpshooter who can stretch the floor and add depth to our rotation. It's a strategic move that aligns with our win-now mentality while helping the Hornets continue their rebuild. Switching to the Houston Rockets, bringing this forward back to where his career began has a certain poetic justice to it. His familiarity with the team and the city means he can hit the ground running. His defensive tenacity and athleticism would be a perfect complement to Jalen Green's offensive prowess. The Rockets, in return, have valuable assets like Tari Eason or Jae'Sean Tate who could significantly boost our bench. Eason, with his potential and upside, could develop into a key contributor, while Tate's versatility offers us multiple options in our game plan. This trade scenario not only strengthens our bench but also gives the Rockets a player ready to make an impact. Lastly, the Brooklyn Nets are in a prime position to benefit from acquiring this forward. In their rebuilding phase, they need young, energetic players who can grow with the team. This forward's immediate contribution and potential for growth fit perfectly with the Nets' long-term strategy. For us, trading for Dorian Finney-Smith adds a defensive specialist and a reliable veteran presence. His experience in the playoffs and ability to guard multiple positions make him an invaluable asset as we push for a championship. This move not only bolsters our defense but also provides leadership and stability. Now, you might be wondering who this versatile forward is, the one generating all this buzz. Have you guessed it yet? It's none other than KJ Martin. His athleticism, energy, and potential make him a highly attractive trade asset, and Morey's strategic signing sets us up for multiple beneficial outcomes. So, did you see it coming? Were you already thinking about KJ Martin as the player in question? This offseason has been full of surprises and strategic moves, and keeping up with all the Sixers news and potential trades is crucial. Make sure you stay informed and engaged with every development. If you're as excited as I am about the possibilities and want to stay in the loop, don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon for all the latest updates. Let's keep this conversation going and continue supporting our Sixers on the road to greatness.